Hey up, it's me, Mr. B, and I'm here to put an end to this bullshit myth about women in World War II. Buckle your seatbelt, hang on to your sanity, shit's about to get real, so let's roll. Boo! Welcome to my first ever video using a webcam. I know I'm frightening, right, but don't worry, there is counselling offered afterwards. Back to the video. Listen, I've been watching the fallout from the Battlefield 5 trailer as thousands upon thousands of what I consider to be bigoted, chauvinistic fans going crazy about women in World War II, when the straight fact is, they don't know what they're talking about. It's time to put an end to this myth, and it's time to grab all this nonsense, wrap it up in a little bowl, and throw it out the bastarding window, because I'm sick and tired of hearing that women didn't play a pivotal role in World War II, because they did. But before I do get into that, however, look, I am a new YouTuber, I'm new to this, so every little bit of interaction I have with you really helps. It really helps me. So if you have a comment or opinion on this video, please stick it below. I don't care if it's good, bad, I don't care if you're commenting on the video or telling me how wonderfully beautiful I am. Whatever it is, stick it below, let's get into a discussion about it. And don't forget, if you want to see more from me, press the subscribe button and don't forget to hit that notification bell, because apparently YouTube has this thing where if you don't hit the notification bell, you don't get to see the videos. Or they're testing it, or some crap like that anyway. Without any further ado, let's get into the meat of this and find out why I truly believe and why I can prove that Battlefield 5 was right to put women in the game. So first things first, what is the actual problem? I mean, what sparked all this? Let me show you.
Hello, old friend.
You fuck! You fuck! You fuck!
On your feet!
Here we go!
Just a quick look on Twitter and you'll see a hashtag trend called #NotMyBattlefield that is absolutely jam-packed full of fucking morons. And I say that with the greatest respect, but to be quite honest, I mean, let's have a look at this one, shall we? This is one of my favourites. Wow. As someone who studied military history in college, I have to say this is a disgrace of a game. Especially when they claim to be historically accurate. Way to remember veterans. I'll fucking come back to you later on, son. Now let's have a look at another one, shall we? You'll have to forgive me. It's hard to look in the camera, which I know is supposed to be a thing with YouTubers, and actually read at the same time. But this one, this guy must literally have a pile of salt next to him that he eats on a daily basis, because I've never seen someone more butthurt in my life. Listen to this. I've been a fan of the BF Battlefield series since the 1942 game. Obviously he's fucking Googled backwards because he probably never played it. Never missed a new game. But I guess the time has come for me to move on. My ancestors fought the Nazis. This is something not to play with. Fuck DICE. Fuck EA. Never buying this garbage again. Well, fuck you, dickhead. Go buy COD and go jack off to a fucking documentary. Look, the straight fact is, women in World War II actually fighting is, and I repeat, is factually accurate. Let me drop some names on you. The first woman that comes to mind when I think of great World War II women is Elsie Ott. This woman, with hardly any training at all, jumped on a plane and flew country to country, rescuing survivors of the war and flying them back home whilst feeding them and looking after them on her own dime. This woman is, she's fantastic. I mean, she's the first woman in history to be awarded the US Air Medal. And that's something. That is and that was in World War II. Not Vietnam, not anything like World War II. But that's just my first one. Let's have a look at the next one, shall we? Now I hear you saying, oh, but Mr. B, the last one was a nurse. It was quite documented that nurses were in World War II. What about a fucking sniper? What about the one and only Lady Death? Or Ludmila Pavlyuchenko? This woman is still considered today as one of the deadliest snipers to have ever lived. She was so deadly and so proficient that the Germans hunted her specifically. They sent out squads to try and kill her. And she did things like she put mannequins up so they could see, so that when the Germans shot at her, she could see where they were shooting from and boom, take their head off. Is she not a warrior? I mean, did the woman in the trailer not have a scout rifle? Let me think about that. Of course she bloody did. I mean, obviously, right, okay, the woman in the trailer is English and this woman Russian. But it could be inspired by her. This woman was the first ever Soviet citizen to be allowed in the White House. Furthermore, she was awarded the Soviet Gold Star. I mean, this woman, I wouldn't want to go against her on my best day online, let alone my worst. But then, if that's a sniper, that's deadly. What about someone with tactical knowledge, eh? What about Emily Nern, aka Codename Rose? Now that woman, I tell you what, she makes James Bond look like a pussy. She went undercover in occupied France to set up telecommunication links between France and the UK, and was so good at it the Germans hunted her for months and months on end. Couldn't catch her though. That was until one day when they got her transponder codes. And yes, they caught her. And that there should have been the end of Codename Rose. But it wasn't. They tortured her for months trying to get information out of her. She never broke. Not once. Not once did she give up the UK. Not once did she give up any information. She stuck it out like a boss. And here's the beautiful thing. After a while, she escaped. Just think about that for a moment. What would you have done in that situation? What would you have expected from Codename Rose? It blows your mind. I mean, this woman was awarded the Bravery Medal from France and was awarded a member of the British Empire by the King George VI. For God's sake. Is this not a woman worth celebrating? Is this not a woman to be proud of? I'm sure she's proud of her, but let's not stop there. Let's move on to the next two. Now these two, I'm going to try not to butcher the pronunciations of the names. One of them is a bit more recognisable, which is known as the White Rose of Stalingrad, or the White Lily of Stalingrad. She's a crack pilot who tore up the skies and made everybody fear her. I mean, she is the Russian equivalent of the Red Baron. Along with her friend, I'm going to try and pronounce this right, Katerina Budanova. That's my best Russian-Italian switch. This woman was the White Rose's best friend, and between them, they got over 23 solo kills and countless joint kills. So far, we've had a medic who flew in and out of war zones. We've had the Russian sniper who was so deadly the whole the whole German army was after her. I mean, funny if their own army had gone after her. And then we've had Codename Rose, the first woman James Bond. I mean, why can't a woman play James Bond? I'd love to see that. And then the two best Top Gun fighter pilots in history who happen to be female. I mean, that's just five. You know, that's just picking out five in history from a whole host of inspirational female warriors. And don't take my word for it, go look in history for yourself like I had to. Because when I saw these tweets, the first thing that came to my mind was, shit, is there actually women out there who fought in the war? Let's have a quick look. And a quick Google search, a 5-minute Google search, brought these 5 up. Yet these fucking tosspots who go onto Twitter and start bad-mouthing DICE for including women in the game, you can't be asked to do that. You've got to be kidding. And that prick, that absolute tosser, who stood there and said, I studied war history in college. What fucking college did you learn from, son? A 5-minute Google search has obviously taught me what you had to go to fucking college for. You should be ashamed of yourself, pal. What people don't realise, and this is me just being serious for a minute, you know, not over the top or anything. What people don't realise is that in today's era where it's perfectly okay to shit stomp someone all over social media, you don't realise that all these tweets that are forgetting the contribution that these women made is an insult to them, an insult to them, an insult to every other woman that served, an insult to their family and their ancestors. It's an insult to me, who's British and who's proud that these women actually fought. And I, for one, applaud DICE for going a route with the game that includes women in this, because it's obviously a story that's not been told, and I feel a little bit guilty myself because I didn't look into it until I saw those tweets, and now that I have started looking into it, it pisses me off because these women helped turn the tide. These women fought an oppressive regime that, given half the chance, would have shit stomped your granddaddies into the fucking ground. What more do you want? But anyway, that disproves this whole bullshit myth that women didn't fight in World War II, because it clearly did. But there's another aspect about these whole tweets that I want to quickly touch on. You're taking it too fucking seriously. It's a game. Games are meant to be fun. I jump on Battlefield 1 not because I want to feel like a soldier in 1914, it's because I want to tear someone's head off while camped in a tree and feel good about myself, knowing I know we're able to do that in real life. It's a game, nothing more. If you don't want to play a woman, play a man. It's not rocket science. If you want to live in your bigoted, chauvinistic world and pretend women didn't fight in World War II, you crack on, son. I, personally, would dedicate my character to be female. Because after reading everything I've read in the last, sort of day and a half, it'd be an honour to play a woman in Battlefield 5. But if you don't want to play a woman, play a man. Not an issue. It's a game. You have fun. You sit down with your mates. You jump onto a chat. You kick some ass, or you get your ass kicked. You log off and go to sleep. Done. There's no need for all this bollocks. There just isn't. And there is certainly no need to lambast DICE over a decision they've made to, let's face it, make money. They've gone for an art style and a gameplay style that suits more people, which Fortnite has proven. Yes, it's not the gritty World War II, but fuck me, you want that? Go watch a documentary. There's countless gritty World War II. Fuck, go watch Saving Private Ryan. Yeah? That's all you have to do. Go watch, for an hour and a half, go watch Saving Private Ryan, and then when you finish sweating and feeling sorry over Tom Hanks, jump on Battlefield 5, slap a smile on your face, and enjoy yourself. But anyway, it's time to finish this video. You've got all my thoughts, you've got my proof that proves women fought, you've got the fact that it's a game. That's my thoughts on it. What's your thoughts? That's what I want to know. I want your opinions. I said earlier, I don't care if you come into the comments and tell me I'm a dickhead. I really don't give a shit. I just want to see your comments. I want to see some interactions. And if you want to see more from this little face, hit the subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the notification bell. Otherwise, you can be subscribed to me, but you'll never see anything new. And you want to see more from me, don't you? You know? I'm just prattling about for the camera. Look, at the end of the day, that's all from me, Mr. B. Ta-ta for now.